Today we're not going to take a look at just the main iconic cars, because we are going to dig deeper and take a closer look at all the vehicles in the background of the scenes. So, let's begin. We're gonna begin our car spotting journey with a 1993 Freightliner FLA 8664T. And this is what I mean by spotting random cars in the background. Uh, Further along the road, we can see two more trucks, but it's a bit hard for me to decipher what they could be, so feel free to comment. The blue one looks on the older side, while the black one could be like not obviously 90s. The movie was set in like 2001, I think so. Here we can see an Ottawa Commander 30 pulling the freight container. I literally had no idea that such thing existed, but now you do as well. Next. Well, it's dark all of a sudden and it's a bit hard to make it out, but I feel like that pickup truck is a Ford Ranger. Okay, I just had to include this screenshot of the Honda Civic because while it looks a bit badass, all blacked out and with green neons, a bit silly to be fair, but just look at the smiley face of it. Interesting. Here we can see a bit more of the 1993 Honda Civic Coupes and the previously mentioned Freightliner as well. About to do a bit of heist. On the right side, we can see a Caterpillar, and on the left side, I feel like that's a Peterbilt dump truck just before the Freightliner is about to arrive through them. And we have arrived to one of the most iconic scenes. Probably shouldn't do this, but looks cool on the camera. And on the right side, I feel like that's a Mack. I'm not a truck expert, but kind of about the styling feels like it. This is a 1995 Mitsubishi Eclipse that made a lot of young people make a lot of questionable decisions later with their finances and their cars. You can hardly make out the cars in this scene of this beautiful skyline, but I feel like there's a Volkswagen T1 or T2 driving down the highway, judging by the iconic red and upper white color scheme. Okay, calm down. I know we can see the 2000 Ford F-150 SVT Lightning driving down the street, but take a look to your left because there's a 1992 Mitsubishi Diamante. What's more interesting? No idea what these are, but they are lurking in the background, parked on the street. One looks like an old 1950s car, could be anything, I don't know. And the van looks like, could be like a Chevy or GMC one. Correct me. Here we can see a 1978 Buick Skylark, excuse me for my pronunciation. Uh, Obviously the Ford Lightning and some kind of, I feel like that's a Japanese car passing by. No idea what that one is. Here we can find the best worst tuna sandwich and mid-90s Toyota Camry. Not 100% sure, but I feel like that's a Nissan pickup truck. This is a magazine that Brian is looking at while ordering the sandwich, and that's not exactly your mom's Honda Civic, but yeah, it's literally a scene for just like a second or two before it's gone. As the magazine so graciously says, it's a one of a kind Del Sol. That's a 1997 Nissan 240 SX, a 1995 Nissan Skyline GTR, and a 1999 Nissan Maxima. Here we can see a bit of a rough 1992 Mazda 626 Further down the road, not sure, looks like a Japanese car to the left. Further down the road, looks like a Chrysler or Dodge to me. Uh, in the back, there's a Ford Ecoline van from like the 90s. On the right, I feel like that's some kind of a Ford van. And right next to it, there's like a 70s land yacht. Honestly, the skyline looks amazing. Not sure if it's real, but damn. And obviously, we can't forget about the 1995 VW Jetta. Just before Vince is about to give fist a sandwich to Brian, I feel like that's late 80s, 90s Volvo to the over his left shoulder. I feel like that's that white car that was passing by like a couple of screenshots ago. Let me take you away for a little moment from Brian delivering a little bit of a fist sandwich to Vince and direct your eyes to the right, where I think there's a Toyota SUV parked, and those rest of the cars further down the road, no idea what they are. Here's a slightly different angle of the 1995 VW Jetta and the 90s Camry. A very unusual car, let's just say, and it's the Kelmar GT that's on top of the roof. Here we can see like a 90s Lexus GS, a Honda Civic. I feel like the one with the spoiler is another Honda, maybe an Accord. And the yellow one I feel like is Mitsubishi. Just a second. And the red one I feel like could be. Oh wait, the yellow one could be like a Mitsubishi or Nissan, and the red one feel like it's the same. On the right, no idea what that is. Some cheap 80s looking 90s eco box, and behind it, no idea. Some regular cars. That's a 1996 Mazda Miata M Speedster. Quite a rare and unique looking thing to be say the least. Not a truck guy at all, but I feel like those are old 90s Ford trucks lurking to the left of the screen. Not sure about the long one nosed. Not exactly sure what's the car in the background, but on the right side we can see like a 1995 Mitsubishi Eclipse. Here we can see Brian arriving with the iconic Eclipse, and on the left side it looks like a mid-90s Honda Civic. Yeah, those will be a lot in this movie. And further along it's the same Eclipse. Well, that's a 1994 Honda Accord wagon on the right, uh, by the iconic, owned by the iconic Hector. To the left, I think that's a Honda. Um, to the right, I don't know, like a Lexus or a Honda. And further, the white one looks like a Del Sol, I feel like, and just in front of the Eclipse, no idea. Here's a slightly better angle on the Del Sol and a couple of other cars. Can't recognize any really from the roof lines. And yeah, to the right, can't identify the red one. And the black one, still no idea. Looks like a Lexus or Honda to me. Oh, on the left side, there's another Honda. A much better look at Hector's 1994 Honda Accord wagon. Pretty clean, I might say. And yet even more Hondas. The white one I feel like is a Honda Civic. On the top, the white one Looks like a Honda Integra or something like that. To the left upper side, top side, Honda Accord? Yeah. In the middle to the left, feels like another Civic? Wait a minute, that one further on top probably is another Civic, but the newer one. On the bottom, uh, I'm guessing a Civic. And the blue one, I don't know, but judging by all the Hondas, I would assume probably a Honda. And the red one, no idea. Here we can see the gang arriving with the Jetta, the Maxima, the GTR, and now the Mazda RX-7. On the left side, I feel like there's a new pickup truck that has arrived. No idea what it is, but that's cool. Here we can see Dom's 1993 Mazda RX-7, a bit better. On the right side, that's a Civic. Uh, Further on the top, that looks like a Honda CRX, and right behind it, I feel like that's a Porsche Boxster. The Nissan GTR is back again with the Mazda RX-7, and to the left you can see a heavily modified Honda Civic. Further, the blue one looks to me like a Honda Civic, the green one, you guessed it, Honda Civic. The white one, I assume it's a Honda Civic. Further, the gray one, Honda Civic. The black and gray one, that's like a Honda Civic, right? The white one, a Honda Civic. I would assume there are more Civics behind the people. And ooh, there's a Porsche Boxster. Very nice. No cars here except Brian's engine bay, which, looks quite interesting. That one on the left, I feel like is a Del Sol, judging by the top. On the right, no idea. The white one, no idea. In the middle, I assume they're Hondas. Starting from the left, it looks like a Honda Civic. To the right, Honda Integra. In the middle, I feel like, judging by the headlights, like a Mitsubishi Eclipse. And on the right, I feel like that's an old Integra again. My first guess was that these two cars in the front are like Hondas, but the more I look at it, the more I feel like the one in the middle is probably like a Toyota, and on the left side it's probably a Mitsubishi Eclipse, and behind there it's probably Civics or something, and the white one is obviously Jesse. Oh, I feel like that's a Honda. Behind it, like Honda or Mitsubishi, and honestly, no idea what the rest of them are. Probably a Honda, Mitsubishi, or Toyota. Yeah, it looks like a Mitsubishi Eclipse. Behind it, I assume a Honda. In the middle, I assume Honda, and the rest, I assume Honda. Please correct me. We can see a Del Sol. I assume more Hondas. Is it this movie or in the early 2000s everyone was obsessed with Honda Civics? Yeah, it's another heavily modified Honda Civic from like the late 90s, I think. Looks to me like Mazda RX-7. Starting from the left, we can see a red Honda Civic. In the middle, there's like a Del Sol Honda, another red Civic, and another gray Civic. In the background, we can see two Ford Ecoline vans, I feel like, and in the background there are like, I think Freightliner transport trucks. Here we can see a bit more of those Civics from the previous scene and Hector's Honda Accord arriving. On the right side, the Nissan GTR. Honestly, it still looks amazing. Uh, the blue Civic, and in the background, I can't quite make out what type of cars they are. Here we can see once again the same Civics, but now I can see the red car. It's a Honda Civic, obviously. Not sure about the black one in the background, but yeah, the white one is a Honda Integra. The black one to the left of it feels like a Honda Civic. Uh, the car to the left, no idea, but feels like a Lexus or Toyota to me. Here we can see a quite the interesting Mitsubishi Eclipse. Yeah, the paint job. It's very 2000y. To the left, I feel like that's a Honda Accord. Here we can see a Mitsubishi Eclipse to the left. A white Honda del Sol. That's such a quirky, interesting car. In the middle, Honda Civic. To the left, the white one. A Honda or an Acura Integra, and I would assume the red one is probably a Honda. Is that like a Nissan Sentra to the left? In the middle, that's probably like a Honda Accord. And to the right, not sure. But yeah, all those stickers, like, damn. The early 2000s was quite the time. A Honda del Sol with hydraulics. Yeah, I really wonder where these type of cars ended up. And that's a Honda Civic again. Let's start from the left, and it's Honda or Acura Integra. Back again with the Honda Civic, the yellow Mitsubishi Eclipse, the white Del Sol, and in the back looks like a Honda Accord or CRX, could be. We have arrived to an Isuzu dealership. Well, I don't know if it's actually an Isuzu dealership, but yeah, the vehicle on the left is an Isuzu. Uh, just like we can see a tiny glimpse of a headlight, which feels like a Chevy Suburban. From the left, in the middle, the red one feels like a Nissan pickup truck, not sure what model. On the right side, could be another Isuzu. And the red one, I assume it's like a Chevy pickup truck. That pizza car looks like a Chevy Metro car to me. And yeah, nice advertisement. To the left, you can see Hector's Honda Accord wagon. In the middle, the Nissan GTR. And yeah, a lot more of Hondas in the background. Here we can see the Mazda RX-7 making a turn, a Honda Civic Coupe, I think, a Honda Integra, and obviously the Mitsubishi Eclipse. On the left side, there's a lot of Honda Civics. Can't make out honestly what the rest of the cars are. One feels like a Nissan Altima, and the rest of the cars on the left just blend together. On the right side, is that a Supra with the big wing? Possibly. Oh, I think I see a Honda S2000. Interesting. And yeah, that's it. Can't really recognize it. That looks like a Mitsubishi 3000 GT to me. Yeah, I had to include this shot of flames just shooting out of the Civic. There was one previous shot of the Integra shooting flames out as well. Very interesting. Say hello to the CGI eclipse of the early 2000s. And if we zoom up close, the CGI Brian O'Connor. Yeah. Okay, let's start from the left. That's a Toyota Supra, most definitely. Further along, that's probably a Nissan Maxima or Altima or something like that. And the red one, obviously, Civic. The black one, no idea. The red and white one, no idea. Is that like a to the left? Is that like a Honda or like a Lexus SC or something? The blue one, obviously a Civic. The yellow one, no idea. No idea, no idea, no idea. Ooh, a Honda CRX. Further along, a Civic. Yeah, no, they all become like messy. Okay, from the right side, I feel like that's an Eclipse. Uh, Honda Civic, Integra Civic, no idea, no idea. The white Del Sol. Oh, here we can see the GTR yellow one in the distance. And is that like a Chevy Astra van or something like the big one with the cushy couches? Yeah, no idea about the. Okay, here we can see a Honda Civic, a Nissan, nah, not a Nissan, a Honda NSX, uh, obviously a BMW 3 Series. Is it like an M3 or just a regular 3 Series with an AC Schnitzer kit? Or what is that emblem on the grill? Obviously a Civic, a Toyota MR2, cool. uh, an accurate Honda Integra, uh, Mazda RX-7, more uh, Hondas. Yeah, just we can in the distance we can see Hector's wagon. And yeah, that's what I can make out from the left side. From the right side, that's like a Honda Integra, more Hondas, and Nissans. Yeah, nothing really stands out. Okay, another Civic, the yellow one, Toyota Celica or Supra from like the 80s. And the cars we previously went over. On the left in the car sales lot, that is like a Chevy something. Oh, a Lincoln. That's nice. And the rest of them are a bit too blurry to make. Oh, here we can see a bit more Honda Civic. Not sure about the lower red one. The Acura Integra, the Civic, the Eclipse, the Del Sol on the left. Uh, is that like an Accord? Ooh, that's like a CRX. Further, another Accord. A whole lot of Hondas. On the left, a lot of Honda Civics again, and Acura Integras. I feel like, yeah, okay. Where the yellow street light is, like, there's a red Honda Civic. Further along, Accord, Supra, CRX, Civic. I assume Integra. Not sure about the black one. Yeah, probably full of Hondas still. Here we can see another Mitsubishi Eclipse from the mid 90s. Here on the left side, I feel like, what even is that? Doesn't look like a RX-7. No idea what it is. Behind that, no idea. Uh, on the right side, that looks like a Nissan. Yeah, it's a bit too dark for me to uh, recognize all these vehicles. Sorry about that. Here we can see a 1993 Ford Crown Victoria, and right in the background A 1991 Chevrolet Caprice, to be honest, one of the most iconic cars of the police department in my head. Ooh, nice little Toyota MR2, just for a split second. Ooh, obviously a Honda Civic, the yellow one, no idea about the cars in the background of it. The blue one feels like Mitsubishi Eclipse. Obviously, the Honda is 2000, the white one. And the white one on the right feels like, honestly, a Mazda RX-7. To the left, to the right of it, feels like a Honda Accord, the red one, Civic, obviously. Behind it, Civic, yeah. And further down the road, no idea. Here you can see Nissan GTR from the mid 90s, followed by a huge amount of Ford Crown Victorias, and riding across the road is a Honda CRX, and on the right side, that's a Honda Civic. Here you can see a Nissan 200 SX, and behind it, no idea. The 90s Chevrolet Caprice is just pure cinema. Just look at it. The flashing lights, the big ones, just the overall look of the car while it's spinning its wheels, just iconic. That's a 1986 Volvo 740 Turbo ramming straight into the Chevy Caprice and probably surviving pretty well. I spy with my little eye a 97 Suzuki GSX R600, I think. A 98 Yamaha YZF R1. A 97 Honda CBR 900 RR Firebird. Not sure about the first car, but the second feels like a Chrysler. Two? Some Chrysler from the 90s. I can't remember the name of it. Here you can see a 1998 Freightliner FLA 8664 ST. Say goodbye to the most iconic Mitsubishi Eclipse ever made. Here we can see a 2000s Ford Crown Victoria Taxi, Letty's Nissan 200 SX, the 1995 Acura Integra, the Nissan Maxima, the Nissan GTR, and on the right side feels like a Ford pickup truck. Here we can see a 1998 Jeep Cherokee. On the hill, no idea, but feels like a Nissan pickup truck. Behind the Jeep, we can see a Chevrolet Capri Classic, I think. Yeah, with the wood siding on it, iconic. Ford F-Series truck. Is that like behind a Isuzu or something? Obviously, the Ford Lightning truck. You see that in the distance? That's a Mazda MX Miata. So very adorable. Uh, that truck is like a GMC or Chevy, and further down the road, is that like an Audi 100 or 200 series or 5000 series, like whatever it was called in the US? The one and only 1994 Toyota Camry. A bit blurry, but you can make it. That's a 1985 Mercury Cougar. That's a 1993 Toyota Corolla and 92 Ford Crown Victoria. No idea what that van is or that car in front. Yet another Ford Crown Victoria from the early 90s. GMC, not sure what that is, but the government truck. And the beige color ones just in front to the right is probably a Ford Taurus or something like that. That's a 1993 GMC Sierra. We can see a small glimpse of a Mitsubishi Eclipse from the 90s, and isn't that like an Airstream trailer in the background? The iconic 1994 Toyota Supra has finally arrived. A bit crispy, but all the iconic cars driving down the road. And to the left, I think that's a Dodge Stratus, or it could be like a Chrysler, but yeah. The blue car on the left looks like a Nissan, no idea what that is. On the right side, there's like a Japanese pickup truck, no idea. A bit better look what's been shown on the screen of the Toyota Supra. On the right side we can see a 1997 Pontiac Grand Prix. In front of it I feel like that's a Japanese pickup truck. And on the left I think that's like a Mitsubishi Lancer. We can see a different view from the Pontiac, and of course the Vince's driven Maxima. In the distance there's a Volvo 740. I can't remember all those numbers. Behind that, no idea, no idea, no idea. Here we can see so many Civics. Oh, Jesus Christ. What an interesting choice for Hector's Honda Civic. To the right, we can see a Mitsubishi Eclipse. To further right, we can see Brian's Ford Lightning truck. To the left, another Civic. Further, there's in the distance to the left on the street corner another Civic. I'm not sure what that white car is, and there's a Mitsubishi Eclipse in the red. Just a quick screenshot of the Honda Civic parts. Yeah, very interesting choices and prices. Here we can see on the left side another Mitsubishi Eclipse, the white one. I feel like is Honda Civic or an Accord, not sure about that. Hector's Honda Civic, the blue one Honda Civic, the yellow one Honda Civic. Not sure about the rest of them. Here we can see a 1995 Suzuki Rodeo and a Ford F-Series F-150 short bed. I feel like, yeah, from the 90s, I would say, my guess. We can see Brian's Ford Lightning pickup truck, and to the right, no idea. That behind it feels like a Cadillac, and further down the road, that feels like a Ford. A little bit of a different angle from the Hector Hangout, so on the left side, that's a Mitsubishi Eclipse. I feel like the white one is like a Honda card. Yeah, behind there is that Honda Civic, the blue one Honda Civic, the Del Sol white one, another Honda Civic, another yellow Honda Civic. Is that a CRX or an Integra? Interesting. A yellow Mitsubishi Eclipse. No idea what that car in between is. And a dude talking on his phone in the distance. Here we can see like a 1940s, I think, Ford. No idea about the model. Oh, here we can see another Civic on the right. Hector and his crew really love Honda Civics. We can see Honda Civic red hatchback and I think a sedan or a coupe Civic. This whole video is a whole lot of me not knowing stuff, but I'm learning. Yeah, and still no idea what that blue car is, what that red car is. Feel like a Ford. Behind that, gives me like a Acura Integra or Honda vibes. Behind that, I feel like mm, I can't see that far. This is probably one of the best looks at Jesse's Jetta so far. And honestly, okay, I don't really like the paint job on it, but on the stickers, but honestly, it looks very clean and very nice. And especially, it's a Jetta. Not sure because it's in the dark, but it's is it like a Toyota Paseo or something like that? Could be a Honda. We'll see. So, that's a Honda Civic, and huh, other one's probably a Honda as well. On the right side, I think that's the Toyota Paseo or whatever it's called. Uh, the blue one is blue greenish one, Acura Integra, and on the left, the gray one is a Honda Civic. Jesus Christ, the amount of Honda Civics in this movie. That man is balling right here with that Lexus GS300 from like 1996, I think. Vince is hiding behind yet another Honda Civic hatchback. Oh, here we can see from a different angle the Toyota Paseo, the Honda S2K. Jesus Christ, it still looks amazing. And yeah, again, the Acura Integra and the Honda Civic. And the previously mentioned bikes in the background. Look at that dude chilling in the background reading a magazine or something. Well, they're torching that guy with a bit of oil. Yeah, just like a regular day for them, it seems like. Here we can see the iconic 1960s Dodge Charger parked in the garage, and of course, Dom's Mazda RX-7. A lot of cool artifacts in the background. Oh, yeah, there are a lot of junky cars in this screenshot, but I can see like a VW Bug on the right side. A lot of cheap economy boxes, cars. Is that like a Volvo? Like the brick one to the left. What else? What else? I think that's an super old, the old previous generation. A lot of Mazdas and whole lot of cars. Oh, on the left side, that I think it's another Volvo. Hmm, interesting. Yeah, these cars I can't recognize. Not in my brain. Here we can see Mia's 1995 Acura Integra. Further down the road, I think those look like Cadillac taillights. And on the right side, just pulling out of the street, that looks like that Honda CRV that had the foldable table in the back of it. To me, that looks like a Ford F-Series pickup truck, but when I look at it again, it could be like a Japanese truck. It's a bit. That's a Mitsubishi Eclipse, with a bit of an interesting body kit and paint job. And I think that's the front hood of the Mazda RX-7. Okay, here we can see like 2000, the year 2000 Chevy Suburbans. I think that those on the left side are like the GMC versions, and that one further to the left side, I feel like, is like an older GMC. Yeah, those are like Ford Crown Victorias from like the 90s. There's one Chevy Caprice, and on the left side there's like a 2000 Ford Crown Victoria. Uh, yeah, Is that like a Mercedes in the distance? Like an CLK or SLK? I think CLK. Oh, here we can see a lot of Chevy Suburbans, but the older kind. And is that like a Dodge Stratus or Intrepid? Whatever it was called. But goddamn, the suburbs, the house is looking so the same. And the iconic Toyota Supra has been completed. To be honest, not really the big fan of the decals, but I have to admit it's an iconic car in the automotive sphere. The iconic Supra is making its way down the highway, and we can see on the right a very iconic car vehicle, and it's a Lincoln Navigator from the late 90s. And not sure about the red car. No idea about any of these cars. On the left side, looks like a Cadillac to me, but probably isn't. In the middle, the white one, like looks like a cheap economy box, and the rest of them are a bit blurry, so no idea. Here's the more than you can afford pal scene with the Toyota Supra and the Ferrari F355. Oh, here we can see it from a different angle, but on the right side we can see an Lexus RX, probably from the late 90s. And is that on the right, Ford Ecoline or something like that one? And I'm not sure about the red car. Here we can see a Plymouth Voyager on the right, the iconic Toyota Supra, and a Chevy Tahoe. And is that like a Honda in the background? In the distance we can see a Ford Aerostar, the previously mentioned Chevy Tahoe, the Plymouth Voyager, Toyota Supra, and a Jeep Grand Cherokee from the 90s. A lot to unpack here, so let's start from the right. There's a Chevy Tahoe or Suburban on the right side. Ooh, a Land Cruiser. Very nice. Not sure about the van thing, probably Ford. Uh, no idea about the white car. I assume Toyota. Uh, the black one looks like a Honda. Is that like a VW Golf? The black one? Uh, that looks like a Suburban to me. Not sure about the car behind it. Not sure about the red truck. Probably Toyota. Ooh, Mazda MX-5 just passing along. Is that like a Ford Crown Victoria or like the Lincoln version or the Mercury version of it? No idea about the rest of the cars. They're a bit blurry for me. No idea about the rest of them in the distance as well. Okay, looks like some kind of a Ford from like 1950s. Could be anything to me. Uh, Not sure about the bikes as well. Uh, yeah, that's about it here. And obviously a Jaguar XK8. If you've seen a previous video of mine about Memento, you know this car a lot, so iconic. Here we can see a Volkswagen Transporter van from like 70s or 80s, not sure which one, what was it called, but yeah, the boxy one. Uh, Looks like a Toyota to me on the left side. Oh, the Land Cruiser again. Someone is standing in that car to the left. No idea what that is. And to the left, Toyota, I assume. Honda, and looks like a Mercedes. Here we can see Hector's heavily modified Honda Accord. On the right side, that's a Toyota MR2, and not sure about all the other cars. That's an Nissan S200 SX, if I remember correctly, another shot from Hector's modified Accord, and in the distance you can see Mitsubishi Eclipse. Obviously a Honda Civic, and no idea about the rest of the cars in the background. Here you can see a Honda Civic Coupe on the right. No idea what those two cars on the right as well. The white one feel like looks like a Honda. No idea about the black one car parked there, and no idea about the cars on the left as well. Okay, a lot to unpack here, so let's begin. That's those two cars on the left side, can't really recognize them. Honda Civic, some kind of a Ford, I feel like. Ford Cougar, maybe. Honda S2K, no idea, no idea. Another Honda, no idea. Is that like a Honda CRX? No idea. Oh, Mustang? Behind it, no idea. Ooh, is that like the Toyota A80 E86? An old Supra? Uh, is that like a Lexus SC or something? Hondas. And yeah, in the distance, can't really tell. Okay, here you can see. I feel like that was the Lexus SC from the 90s. In the middle, Craig Lieberman, and on the left, that's a Honda Accord, I feel like. On the right side, that's a Honda Civic, and another Honda Civic, the Lexus SC. On the left side, Jesse's Jetta, Honda Civic, Honda Civic? Yeah. Okay, a lot to unpack here, so let's begin on the left side, the Honda CRX. On the left side, no idea. No idea. In the middle, Mitsubishi Eclipse, the black one, Toyota Supra, Honda Prelude, the blue one. Is that like a Toyota Corolla? The black one? No idea. No idea about the red car. No idea. No idea. Oh, on the right side, a yellow Civic. More Hondas. Yeah, I'm looking. What is that yellowish pickup on the left side? That's interesting. Yeah, can't really tell the rest of them apart. Sorry. Here we can see um, Lexus GS and Lexus SC. Behind it, previously mentioned Honda CRX, Toyota Supra, Eclipse, Prelude, and yeah, still no idea about the cars in the background. Okay, the dude is driving a Mazda RX-7. Behind him we can see a Mitsubishi Eclipse, and on the right side that's a Honda Civic Coupe. Um, on the right side that's another Honda. Jesus Christ. And yeah, no idea about the cars in the background. Here we can see Letty's Nissan 200 S6, the Mazda RX-7 she's racing, Jesse's VW Jetta, and there's Johnny Tran's S2K Honda. Behind it is another Honda, the white one, and the red one, another Honda Civic. Is that like an Ecoline van in the background? And yeah, what is that yellow van? What the hell? Okay, in the middle, that's a Toyota Celica. Behind it, Acura Integra, Honda Civic. To the right, I feel like more Hondas. The violet purple one, Nissan S14, Acura Integra behind it. No idea, but the rest of them. On the left, forgot which model. Prelude was it? No idea. Acura Integra, the black one. More Acura Integras. Behind the Supra, more Hondas. In the that feel the white one feels like a Toyota, but there behind even more Hondas. And yeah, no idea about the back, even more further background cars, but I assume Hondas. Okay, it's a bit of a blurry image, but I feel like a lot of Hondas are still again in this picture. I assume 90% of the cars are Hondas or Mitsubishis or Toyotas. Is it a Camry on the right? Okay, here you can see. Oh, BMW 3 Series. Is that like a Chevy Silverado or something like a pickup truck? Two Mitsubishi Eclipse, the yellow one, the blue one. A Honda Accord, Honda CRX Civic Accord. More Honda Accords and Civics. Jesus Christ. Oh, is that like a. Oh, there's the Letty's 200SX and the RX-7 behind them. Oh, it's letter MR2, but Toyota Supra MR2, more Hondas to the left, Civics, so many cars. Oh, there's like, yeah, oh, like the Lexus GS. Yeah, just it's a scene full of Hondas. Just okay, that's a Honda CRX. Oh, Winces, Nissan Maxima, and the Nissan GTR. On the left, Acura Integra. Ooh, Toyota Celica, pretty nice one. It's BMW 3 M3 or just a 3 Series? Is that like a Chevy Silverado? I can't remember. That's the Honda Del Sol on the right. Not sure about the white car. Uh, the white car in the middle, Acura Integra. I'll still Letty's 200SX and Mazda RX-7 standing there. Another CRX, and on the left, MR2, and a lot of Hondas. Ooh, there's the GS300. Ooh, Lexus ES300 or 200. It was called 300 in the US. Yeah. Okay, here you can see Johnny Trans S2K and Jesse's Jetta. What a combo to race, huh? Oh well, is that like an Acura Integra Toyota Supra behind it? That's like a Honda Prelude, the black one. I can't remember which one it was, but god damn it, Honda. Ooh, that's a white Toyota Supra on the right side. That feels like a Honda Civic. And I assume the rest of them are Honda Civics as well, that people are standing nearby. What is that in the distance? The white car, no idea. In the middle one, that feels like Honda Civic, and to the left, no idea. Okay, let's start. That's the white one, an Acura Integra. No idea about the rest of the cars in the background. Oh, there's like a Honda Civic, the white one. The orange one feels like a Chevy boxy truck, pickup truck. Um, in the near screen, the blue one feels like Mitsubishi Eclipse. The blue next to it feels like a Honda Civic. Further up, Honda Civic Acura. More Hondas probably. The yellow, probably Chevy truck. The white one feels like Nissan. Yeah, more Hondas I assume in the background. Ooh, Mitsubishi Eclipse Spider. Oh, Honda Civic. I assume the white one is again Honda Civic. That feels like an Accord white one. Ooh, BMW 3 Series in the background. Uh, yeah, the rest of them, no idea. So Honda, not the Honda, but the Toyota Supra is leaving, and that feels like a white one, Honda Civic parked. Okay, we can see a Peterbilt 359. That's about to be robbed by the. Oh my god, the Honda Civic Coupes yet again. Okay, they'll look cool and they're back again, but they're gonna meet an unfortunate fate in a couple of minutes. Okay, any of you aircraft geeks, please point out what exactly type of helicopter is this. Okay, here you can see the Toyota Supra doing its thing, and honestly can't really recognize any of these cars. Like me and 90s cars in America are a bit of a problem, to be honest. But yeah, they just like they look too much like regular traffic to me that just blends in. Dom has some pretty cool neighbors, with one of them having like 1966 Ford Mustang Fastback parked in its yard. Hell yeah. You know the movie is about to end when the iconic Charger is pulled out and some iconic stuff is about to happen. Okay, Jesse's Jetta is arriving. Is that like oh, that's a Toyota pickup truck. That's like a not Lumina. What what was that? Remind me. Okay, that's a Dodge Dakota. Very cool pickup truck. And those look like on the right side, the red one looks like a cheap Chevy, I feel like. And in the distance, another eco box from the 90s. And on the left side, no idea, but I feel that looks to me like some kind of a Japanese car. Okay, that's a Kawasaki KLR 650 and a Honda CR 125. Okay, that's a Toyota pickup truck. That looks like a Chevy or Cadillac on the right side. No idea about those vans there on the left side. No idea. That looks like a old Honda Accord. No idea, no idea. Is that like a VW Passat? Hmm. Toyota pickup truck to me, and an F Series Ford, I feel like. For a split second, we can see a Saab. Oh my god. Saab convertible. Haven't seen that one in a while. And beside it, looks like a Mazda or like a Toyota wagon. I feel like that's a Mazda wagon. And the chase continues, and is that like what is that? Like an eagle, talon, or whatever? And on the left side, on the right side, no idea. And the rest of the cars are honestly a bit too blurry for me to recognize. Okay, that's a Pontiac 2000 from like 1980s, filled now with bullet holes, and that's a Lincoln Mark V filled with bullet holes now as well from like 1970s. And behind it feels like a Ford Taurus. That's yet another Ford Taurus filled with bullet holes. Hello, Jeff's Auto, Glendale. That's further. That looks like a GMC truck. And on the left side, no idea. Ooh, on the right side, we can see an old BMW 3 Series further up. I feel like that could be another BMW. No idea about the trucks. Ooh, is that like a convertible Golf on the left side, up the mountain? No idea about the car. A bit lower, could be any American car. Is that like the Dodge Intrepid or Stratus? No idea about any of these, but on one there's written Chevrolet, so like a cheap economy box from 80s, 90s. Okay, that looks to me like a Chevy van. No idea which kind. Behind it, an old Chevy truck. No idea. No idea. Is that like an Eagle Talon? On that further up the mountain looks like a Mitsubishi Space Wagon or Space Star, whatever. And on the left side, no idea. Okay, that looks like a Ford Taurus to me, an old Chevy Caprice Classic. Toyota, small pickup truck, and no idea about the rest of the cars in the background. Okay, that's a Chevy Caprice Classic, a very cool car, if I do say so myself. And is that like a Ford Crown Victoria, or I think so. It's been almost an hour. My brain is fried. These are two Ford Tauruses on a mission to just, how do you say, try to hit Brian, but they successfully failed at it. Good job, Ford Tauruses. Okay, well, Brian is back in his Toyota Supra. That's a Jeep Cherokee just standing there. And in the background, it feels like a Ford, some type of van, and no idea about the red car in the background. On the right side, we can see a Chevrolet Lumina van. No idea, some kind of 70s or 80s car. Is that an Audi 5000 or just a regular? Oh no, probably not. But just that tail light feels familiar. No idea what that is. And some Jeep looking cars on the left side. No idea what they were. Just pure cinema. I just had to include these, like, so iconic and memorable for everyone who has seen this movie. And yeah, just a second. The next slide should just pop up. Pop up, please. Yeah, this is just pure cinema. I love it. I love it. That's a Freightliner FLD 120 that's about to hit Dom's car. And the final spot of this 1 hour long video will be Dom's flying charger. I love it. And we have reached the finish of the video, conclusion, or whatever it's called. But yeah, this is my first 1 hour long video, and to be honest, it was quite the challenge. Because before this video, I've only like done two videos, and they were like 10 to 15 minutes long, and then I took on Fast and Furious, and yeah, I know, I knew going in that it's going to be a long one, but I wasn't expecting this long, so I'm happy about that. Uh, I know there are a lot of cars I didn't know and didn't recognize, and it's okay. I'm learning more and more about it. And next video will be a bit tamer, let's just say, and not 1 hour. But sooner or later, I'm gonna tackle the second Fast and Furious movie, which will be, oh my god, probably even more cars. So yeah, that's probably gonna be like a 2 hour video or 3 hours. So yeah, good luck with that. But yeah, you can feel free to subscribe. I'm going to make more videos and evolve this format. So yeah, if you subscribe, you're gonna get added to this magical list in the video. And yeah, that's all. Bye.